Hello and welcome to Sunday morning coffee and games here on D20 Woodworking. And I'm really excited for you all to be here. This was a lot of fun last week, so I'm excited to do this again. So thank you all for who are here for the premiere right now. I appreciate it. Make sure to say hi in chat. I'll say hi back. And if you're watching this video later on, I appreciate it too. Just so you know, the premieres do go live Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern time, where we pick out different games to play. So the hero villain combination we're doing today, is a different one than usual because I haven't done this in a while. So the hero was actually picked by you all over on the community tab. I gave you a bunch of hero choices and you all voted for Quicksilver, or at least you voted for Quicksilver by the time I looked at this and started playing this game. Maybe it changed since then. But so we're doing a Quicksilver leadership deck against Klaw on Expert, which I'm pretty excited for because I haven't done Klaw in a long time and I haven't done Klaw Expert in a long time. So I'm pretty hyped for that. If you're curious about the deck, it's down in the description. So there's a link down there to Marvel CDB for the description so you can see the deck. If you're watching the premiere, you can go down there, or at the top of the chat pinned, there's a message that shows the link to the deck. So you can go click there as well. And really quick, before we get into the game, I need to give a huge shout out to Tim and Josh. They became members last week on this channel, and I truly appreciate it. Thank you both. Thank you to the two of you. Honestly, that stuff really helps. It really helps out the channel, helps us grow, helps us, upgrade different stuff. It helps out a lot. If you're interested in joining this channel, make sure to scroll down. Obviously, hit like, subscribe, leave a comment, all that fun stuff. But next to subscribe, there should be a join button. Hit that button, and it shows up different tier memberships, and you can choose one if one of them interests you. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. But definitely check it out, see if it interests you. And yeah, all that stuff really helps. So thank you. Thank you both. I truly appreciate it. So let us jump down to the table, and let's start figuring out our game here. So today, with Klaw Expert, Klaw Expert comes in, and when revealed, we have to look for the Immortal Klaw and reveal it. So we got that side scheme right there. It comes in with 3 threat on it and gives Klaw 10 hit points and an acceleration icon. So let me just finish shuffling this up so you all don't think I stacked the deck. So this is the card so you can see it really fast. So we have that comes in with 3. And then Defense Network does not allow us to remove threat from the main scheme. And we have to do 3 total threat from there, which we'll see how that goes. Now, on 1A, it states we just have to search for the Defense Network side scheme, flip this over, and then when revealed, discard cards from the encounter deck until a minion is discarded, put that minion into play engaged with the first player. So we have to now get a minion in there. And this is a part of the reason why I went with leadership, was because the minion aspect can really throw you off. There are some strong minions in this deck. There we go. There's Radioactive Man. Who can be rough because if he attacks you, you have to discard a card at random from your hand, which isn't the best minion to get out there. I was hoping more for like Weapons Runner. But it is what it is. So we'll see if we can get around that. We'll shuffle up. Hopefully we can get a cheap ally to at least block him 1 round. I have to get this stuff down super fast, though. That's a big part of the game here right now. So shuffle up. And then let's draw up and see what happens. See if we can win. It'd be nice to get a win, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So... all right, huge friction resistance right off the bat. Oh my gosh, the leadership cards are this like the same blue. Ugh. Okay, I'm not used to that. All right, friction resistance is a huge win. Squirrel Girl is a huge win. Always be running would be nice, but I basically have to pay for friction resistance at this point. And rapid response, I wouldn't mind, but I don't think it's gonna make a ton of sense right now. So I'm actually gonna dump all these cards. Do we dump all of them? Yeah, we can dump all of them. Maybe we can get a double. So 3, 4, 5, 6. Ugh, okay. What kind of stinks about this, it will lose our thwart one. And I think all of our always be runnings are going to be gone. So, all right, that's all right. We got friction resistance. That's the big thing. So we'll flip up. Doesn't really matter. But we need to put in friction resistance for sure. So we'll get rid of Scarlet Witch. We'll get rid of always be running, and we'll get rid of team training. We're eventually going to get rid of everything, so it doesn't matter too much. Then we'll exhaust friction and throw away hyper perception to put in Squirrel Girl. When she enters play, she deals 1 damage to everyone. So let's go. All right, so I can thwart 1 off of the Immortal Klaw. I can ready myself up. That readies up friction resistance because that is our special ability. For those that don't remember how Quicksilver works, we'll show after you use one of your basic powers, thwart, attack, or defense, you can ready him. Limit once per phase. So we also get a free block out of him. So we will thwart another one off of Immortal Klaw. And then I think we're going to have Squirrel Girl actually going to thwart off of the Immortal Klaw as well. So we'll get rid of that. That drops his life down by 10. And that no longer goes up by 2, which is kind of huge. And then we will ready up and hopefully get some decent cards here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see what we got. Goliath. There's our attack up card. Strength in numbers. Stinger and make the call. All right, we may be able to work with that somewhat well. Get some cheap blocks in there. So one goes here. We are going to have to block this because Radioactive Man, we don't want him to attack us because we don't want to discard any cards randomly. So Squirrel Girl is going to have to take that one. So it's going to be 1 and nothing and a star, which is if this activation deals damage to you, exhaust your hero. It will not deal damage to me. So I take no damage. And I get to ready up. And then Radioactive Man gets to go. Radioactive Man's going to attack. Squirrel Girl will block this so it's not attacking me. And then Squirrel Girl will be eliminated, unfortunately. Now we get our bad card, Masters of Mayhem. Okay, each Master Evil minion attacks the hero is engaged with. So that stinks. We're still going to have to get attacked. So we're just going to take the hit, unfortunately. And then we do have to discard one card. What is it, random? Discard one card at random from your hand. So we'll do throw one down. Ugh, there's our attack. That stinks. That's like the one card I don't want to get rid of, but here we are. Okay, so we can make the call, though. I don't know who we want to make the call with. Maybe with which? Let's see. Strength in numbers. We'd be able to draw a card, but that's not super useful right now. Oops, that clears out. All right, let's think about this. We want to get Stinger in there. Because Stinger's they're going to be a cheap block. So, and we need to get this down. So we can basically get rid of that. So let's use friction resistance, generate a resource to put Stinger into play. I would like to thwart 1 off of here. Ready myself up, which readies up friction resistance. If we make the call, we can get a 3 resource ally, which is what I think we might do, and put Witch in. So we're going to make the call, Scarlet Witch in. Pay the printing cost and discard pile. Put the ally in the play. We'll dump these 2 cards and use friction resistance again to pay for that 3rd cost. Okay, so we can thwart 1 off a defense network, and then Stinger can thwart 1 off a defense network and get rid of that. So now we can finally take threat off of this, so we don't have to worry about that as much. Hopefully we don't get an advance. Knock on wood. All right, Scarlet Witch is going to attack. Now, Scarlet Witch reads, when you use one of her basic powers, discard the top card of the encounter deck for each boost icon discard. This way, Scarlet Witch gets +1 to attack. So hopefully big money here. We're going to do the 1 damage onto Radioactive Man. So we're doing 1 plus 0. But we got rid of Whirlwind, so that's something, I guess. All right, let us ready up. We need our thing that gives us like +2, 3, 4, 5, whatever the card that is. I can't remember off the top of my head. Double tap maximum velocity. That's what I'm thinking of. All right, so we can get rapid response in, which might be nice. We can do Ant-Man. All right. So we'll have to put 1 onto here. Klaw is going to attack. Let us defend this. So Klaw is going to attack with 1. Oh, geez. 2, 3, 4, 5. So we block 1, so we take 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not great. Radioactive Man is going to attack. We will block this with Stinger, which takes out Stinger. And then we get our bad card. Oh no, the villain schemes. That's not what we wanted. So he's going to scheme for 2 plus nothing on the assault, which is really nice. So we have a chance. That doesn't advance yet. We need that not to advance. All right, so we would have readied up. Sorry, when we defended, we should have done that, and that clears that out because it's each phase. Now, really quick, I need to take a quick side note here because we need to talk about something. It's slightly controversial, and that's why we're going to talk about it. And that is these 2 cards. I know, I realize you just couldn't see them. The Power in All of Us and Ant-Man, right? These 2 cards. And the reason being is because there's a lot of disagreement on how these cards interact with each other. And I need to explain how I'm going to do it because it's almost a 50-50 split in the community of how this works. So for those that don't know, and if you haven't been a part of this controversy, good, and play however you want. But the way Ant-Man Hank Pym works is that when Ant-Man enters play, you place one Pym counter. Hold on, there we go. One Pym counter on him to a maximum of 4 for each resource you overpaid for Ant-Man's cost, right? So basically, he's free to put in, but he would have no health, so he would just die immediately. So you can use cards to pay for him. Now, the power of leadership states that you double the number of resources this card generates while paying for a leadership blue card, right? The discussion is, when you use power of leadership for Ant-Man, does it give him 1 or 2 Pym counters, right? That's the argument. I think, if I remember correctly, and I haven't checked Hall of Heroes in a while, they ruled that it only counts for 1. And I don't agree with that ruling, and I do not play with that, and I have a logical reasoning. What I do is I look at the intent of the card. To me, the power of leadership, the intent was, when this card came out, that they basically wanted a double resource card for anything that was blue, right? If it was blue, it's double resource. Simple as that. For Ant-Man, the intent of this card was you pay what you feel like, and you can make him really good or make him kind of cheap and whatever, right? That was the intent of the card. And what Hall of Heroes Fantasy Flight basically ruled on was that because you were overpaying for Ant-Man, it's not the same as paying for a leadership card. If you look in the actual 1.4 rulebook, there is no distinction between overpay and pay that I could find. So that doesn't exist. It's only a Hall of Heroes ruling, assuming that ruling still stands. The problem is, one, the intent, I think is pretty clear what they originally wanted. But 2, I think you're really splitting weird semantic hairs with overpay versus pay, because the only way you can overpay for something is by paying for something. And to say that they're completely different, I don't agree with. So I am still paying for this card. I just happen to be overpaying for it. Until they make that difference in the official rulebook, that's how I'm going to play the card. And I know there's going to be people that disagree, and they might write in the comments like, that's not how you're supposed to play, or whatever. That's why I wanted to just talk about this really fast, because there are a lot of people that play the way I'm about to, where Hank Pym is going to get 2 counters with this card. And there's a lot of people who play the other way, where he would only get 1. It's up to you. Feel free to talk about this in the chat if you're here during the premiere, or leave a comment about it below, because it is kind of like a weird hot topic thing. But anyway, that's in case you're wondering, that's why I'm doing what I'm about to do. So, all right. With that being said, now I'm going to use the power of leadership to pay for Ant-Man to put on 2 counters. Now, rapid response would have been nice, but double time would be super nice. Actually, maximum velocity would be really nice too. Well, we can hold on to 1. Okay, that's what we'll probably do. We'll do friction resistance and dump rapid response to play double time. So what we'll do is remove 2 threat from here. We got to keep that down a little bit. And then we can either do 2 damage or remove 2 threat. If he goes up to 4, that leaves him with 3 life. Oh, we can knock him out then. Okay, yeah. So we'll do 2 damage there. That gets rid of double time. So now Hank Pym can do 2 damage onto Radioactive Man. And then I can do 1, and we can knock out Radioactive Man. So we don't have to worry about him, which is nice. We get to ready ourselves up, which readies up friction resistance, which doesn't make it that much of a difference. Scarlet Witch is going to do 1 attack plus boost icons, which is, again, nothing. But we got rid of Melter, so I guess that's something. So we only do 1 damage, which is not ideal. It just takes consequential. And then we will thwart 1. We'll thwart 1 because I do want to keep this down as long as possible. So we will completely ready up. And then we have maximum velocity. 2 is Hawkeye. 3 is Speed Cyclone. 4 is Power Man. 5 is Avengers Tower. Interesting. I would like to get Hawkeye in. Like, really bad. All right, so 1 goes here. We're going to have Witch step in and block this. So he gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Man, I can't get these cards. All right, so that's 2 off of there. Knocks out Witch. And then we get our bad card. Okay, cool. Just want to double check some things, make sure everything is good. That is a 1 revealed. All right. Claw's Vengeance. So Klaw attacks you. If it does damage, you place... oh, wait. So if this attack deals damage, place 1 threat in the main scheme. Well, it's going to do damage to Ant-Man. So Ant-Man's going to step in and block this. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, plus put weapons runner into play engaged with you. So it does take out Ant-Man. Now it dealt damage, so we put 1 onto the main scheme. All right, cool. I think we're good. Because that was, yeah, Klaw's Vengeance. Okay, cool. Oh, Ant-Man gets thrown away. Okay, cool. Now we're good. Let's do... Oh, I would like to get Hawkeye in, but I don't know if we can. All right, let's dump, or let's do friction resistance and throw away Power Man to play Avengers Tower. We can do 1 damage to weapons runner. We can ready ourselves up and ready up friction resistance. And then I think we got to do friction resistance to pay for speed cyclone. Actually, we'll do speed cyclone. Yeah, that's probably all we're going to be able to do then. And stun Klaw. So at least he's not going to attack us. Then we still have those 2 cards. We could do 1 damage to take out weapons runner. So we don't get hit for a round, which might be really nice. And hopefully it doesn't get an advance. All right, we're ready up. So it's 3, 4, 5. I was hoping to keep more allies in longer, but we just haven't been able to. Stun clears it out. And then a bad card. Our bad card is, hey, it wouldn't be a D20 game without shadows, right? Okay, this is going to flip everything over, which is terrible. I swear, recently I've been getting shadows all the time, like nonstop. So I'm not 100% sure how this is going to work. Because these cards, his thing is bad. All right, so this advances because this has Insight 2, this has Insight 1, which is 3, and it was already on 4. Oops, sorry, we have to do this side first. Discard cards from the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. Armor Guard. Comes out tough. All right, so that is that. Also, what we have to do is we have to decide, that comes out 2. If we exhaust our identity or take 2 indirect damage, I'm going to take the 2 indirect damage. All right. Ugh, shadows ruins us every time. So let's do... Not 100% sure what to do now. We could do friction resistance to put endurance in, which gives us a little bit extra life. We can then thwart 1 off of here. We can ready ourselves up, which readies up friction resistance. I do think we have to put Hawkeye into play. So we can use friction resistance and Avengers Tower and dump US Agent. And that puts Hawkeye into play. So he comes in with his 4 arrows. Oh, geez. Okay, we will thwart 1 to take this away. So at least we can go off the main scheme if we have to. And then Hawkeye, I guess... Oh, we're about to take a lot of damage. So we're probably going to have to flip down, actually. So we will do 1 damage to knock off the tough. And then we will flip down and ready up. And hopefully he doesn't scheme too much. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. This is a decent hand. We can make that work. So 1 goes on to here. Klaw's going to scheme for 2 plus nothing. That's super good. 1, 2. Avalanche schemes for 1. Armor Guard schemes for nothing. Bad card is Weapons Runner, so we gain Surge. Next bad card is Sound Manipulation. Klaw heals 4 damage because we're an alter ego. If no damage was healed this way. No, there'll be some. There'll be 2 damage healed this way. Okay. So it would gain Surge if no damage was healed that way. Before you all keep yelling at me, because I can feel it, Hawkeye shoots Weapons Runner, knocks him out. I think Surge still happens, but I'm not 100% sure now that I think about that. After a minion enters play, because he was revealed. So I don't remember how that timing works, so he might not have gotten that, but that's fine. We'll do that. Maybe that didn't work out in our advantage, but whatever. All right, let's flip up. We'll do a double plus Avengers Tower to play White Tiger. Now, after you play White Tiger from your hand, draw X cards to where X is equal to the villain's stage number. He's on stage 2, so we get to draw 2 cards. It's Black Knight and a double. Okay. Now I feel like we're doing a bit better. Because what we can do is friction resistance and a double to play Mighty Avengers, which gives, because everyone's an Avenger trait, it gives each ally control +1/+1. So what we'll do is we're going to do maximum velocity, and we're going to dump Black Knight and strengthen numbers. No, we're going to dump strengthen numbers and make the call right now. We're going to hold on the Black Knight to give ourselves a +2/+2/+2. So first we're going to thwart the 3 off. So 2, 3. The reason being is because we get +2 from this. We get to ready up, which readies up friction resistance, which doesn't make too much of a difference for us. So we're swinging 3. Let's see. So she's doing 3 as well. He's doing 2. All right, so we can do 3 and take out the armor guard. White Tiger can do 3 damage, and then Hawkeye can do 1. Hopefully we don't get anything that knocks 1 damage on everyone, but that gets rid of Avalanche. We don't have 1 defeated, right? No. All right, so that's it for everyone. And the reason it was more right is because of Mighty Avengers. So then we'll ready up. All right, pretty good place right now. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, cool. This goes up by 1. Klaw is going to attack. I think we'll defend this because we have endurance. Oops, we have to put a thing on White Tiger. I think we'll defend this. So we are defending 3 right now because of maximum velocity. So he's swinging for 1. Give the villain a tough status card, and if this activation damages you, exhaust your hero. So we get to tough, but we get no damage, so we can ready up. And then we get our bad card, which is attached to Avalanche if able. If you cannot attach to the villain, reduce the damage the enemy takes from each attack by 1. With the exhaust your hero to discard this card. All right, and maximum velocity goes away. Interesting. So we could make the call someone in. We could do Squirrel Girl, right? Because Squirrel Girl isn't when she's revealed. It's when she enters play, right? And make the call where you put that ally into play. I'm pretty sure that's how that would work. And that lets us ping the damage, which is good. Oops, that should be cleared out. Yeah, I think we do that. I think we're going to put in Squirrel Girl. I'm pretty sure, because it's not when she's revealed. Let me just double check something. It enters play. Yeah, enters play. Because I'm pretty sure you could do this with Maria Hill too, right? All right, so Squirrel Girl, we are going to make the call with Squirrel Girl, use a double to put her in. She's going to ping the damage, take it the tough off. Okay. What we will do is we will remove 1 threat. We will use friction resistance to play Serval Industries just in case. We will ready ourselves up, which readies up friction resistance. Okay, so now we'll exhaust ourselves to get rid of this card. Then we are going to do White Tiger is going to do 2 + 1 damage. That's 3 damage. 2, 3. Which knocks out White Tiger. We do want White Tiger to get shuffled back in. Squirrel Girl is going to do 2 damage as well because of 1 + 1. So 1, 2. And then I want to play Black Knight. So we're going to do Friction, Avengers Tower, and dump away maximum velocity. And we're going to do a damage with Black Knight, which is really going to be 3 damage. All right, cool. Then we can ready up. I do want to flip down at some point, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no. I do want to flip down to heal up, but I feel like we have a decent amount of blockers in, so hopefully we'll be okay. And we do have a little bit of extra life. So we have 7 damage out of our 12 life. All right, let's see what we got here. Double time, always be running, or +1 defense, Quinjet, and a blue double. Okay. All right, this goes up by 1. Klaw is going to attack. Squirrel Girl is going to take this. So it is going to be 1 + 4. Jeez. Just knocks out Squirrel Girl. Oh no. Sorry, we can make the call her back in if we have to. All right, so back card, which means an acceleration icon does come on. So only got 10 life left. We'll be able to crank through this pretty decent, hopefully. I feel like one of those has to be a weapons runner. I don't think we saw a ton. All right, let's do first battle card. Oh no, gang up. The villain, each minion attacks you. So I don't really want to take this hit. And I'm only defending 1, which isn't a lot. So unfortunately, I'm going to have Black Knight take it, unfortunately. So he does 1, discard 1 card random from your hand, and 2, 3. So Black Knight gets knocked out. And we discard 1 card at random from her hand. All right, so third one down is +1 defense, which stinks. All right, next bad card is Earthquake. Not great. Insight 1. When you reveal, discard 2 cards from your hand or exhaust your identity. We will exhaust our identity. I feel like we can't afford to discard cards right now. But that's okay because we can be running. So we will use friction resistance to pay for that, which readies us up, which readies up friction resistance, right? Because after you ready Quicksilver, ready this card. So we ready Quicksilver, ready that card. We can still do our normal readying up. I think what we're going to do is use Quinjet and Power of Leadership to pay for double time. So remove 2 threat from here, and then we'll do 2 damage. So that brings him down to 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. And I already take back what I just did. I'm going to use that and friction resistance to pay for double time. I'm going to hold on to Quinjet. I forgot that I can use this again. All right, I am going to attack for 1. Ready up Quicksilver. Now, I know it's like the 3rd time, but it's because we used always be running before. We're going to use friction resistance to play Quinjet. And then we'll just throw it 1. We'll keep this down. And then we will ready up. So unfortunately, we really don't have a defender. Okay, actually, before we get our card, I'm actually going to flip down, I think. And I can heal next turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, there's our +1 attack. Speed Cyclone, always be running. Ant-Man, Power Man, always be running. Okay, interesting. All right, that goes up by 2. He's going to scheme for 2, 3, 4. Not great. So it's up to 6 out of 8. Just don't get in advance. When revealed, either spend each of those resources or exhaust each character you control. We're going to have to spend the resources. So we'll get rid of Power Man. We will either spend those resources. So we'll generate a resource there, spend the science resource, and get rid of one of our always be running. Because we can't exhaust everyone. That's going to hurt us bad. Okay, so now it's our turn again. First thing I think I want to do is heal 3 and then flip over. Oh, we have to put a Quinjet thing on here. Okay, so we'll get rid of our attack to play always be running to ready us up, which readies up friction resistance. We will use said friction resistance to play Speed Cyclone to stun an enemy. We will then thwart 1 off of the main here. We will ready ourselves up, which readies up friction resistance. We can use friction resistance to put Ant-Man into play with 1 pim counter. And then we can thwart another one off of here. And actually, I think we're going to get rid of Ant-Man pretty darn fast to thwart 2 off of here. Because we need to keep that down. That's an absolute must. Oh, we probably should have done this when we flipped down, but I forgot. So, oh well. And that gets rid of Ant-Man. All right, well, ready up completely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. White Tiger, double, strength in number, Stinger. Well, we can at least use Quinjet for Stinger. All right, so this goes up by 2. He is stunned. Don't be in advance. Don't be in advance. Don't be in advance. All right, attach to Klaw. After Klaw attacks and damages a character, stun that character. We have to spend 1 of each resource to get rid of that card. Ugh. Okay, so this goes up to 2. Now, what I think we're going to do is get Stinger in with this. Actually, first what we'll do is we'll throw away a double and use Avenger's Tower to play White Tiger, which lets us draw 2 cards because we're on stage 2. Strength and numbers will always be running. Okay. All right, let's do then Stinger with, we'll use friction resistance actually. So that's that. Now, the question is, do we actually want to strengthen numbers a few of them to draw more cards? So we can strengthen number 3 cards right now. And we can still reduce that by 2, which might not be bad. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to exhaust any number of allies. 1, 2. Yeah, let's do all 3. We'll do 3, and we get to draw 3 cards. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, interesting. So what we'll do... We'll use a double for rapid response, I think. Then we can thwart 1 off of here. We can ready yourself up, which readies up friction resistance. I'm going to get rid of maximum velocity and strength in numbers to play team training, so everyone gets +1 health. And then we can thwart another one. We can use friction resistance to play always be running to ready ourselves up and ready up friction resistance. And we'll thwart 1 more off of here. Stinger's going to take the hit, but I think that's okay. All right, let us ready up now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I feel like we're ready to kind of rock and roll now. A couple make the calls. That's helpful. Quicksilver gets +1 thwart. All right, so this goes up by 2. 1, 2. He's going to attack with a +1 attack. Stinger's going to take this to the face. So it's going to be 1, and it's after Klaw attacks and damages a character. Stun that character. All right, 2, 3. So it's just going to knock out Stinger. So he's not going to be stunned. He actually has 3 life, so that does the perfect amount. All right, so that card is Shadows. If your Nemesis minion does not enter the game this way, this card gains Surge, right? Because you can't reveal. It says Nemesis, you can't reveal. We can't reveal, so this card actually just gains Surge. So next card is attached to the villain, basically. We exhaust our identity to get rid of it. Okay. So we don't have the cards to get rid of Sonic, whatever it's called, so we can't do that. But what we can do is, who do we have to make the call? Can we make the call anyone decent? Power Man, maybe? And, well, Squirrel Girl might be decent. So we can deal, well, dealing a damage doesn't help us a ton. Power Man, though, can do some work. I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to make the, oh, this should be up to 3, by the way. I think we're going to make the call Power Man in. Now, in doing so, yeah, we'll make the call Power Man in. So he costs 1. Exhaust Avenger Tower, reduce the cost to play the next Avenger ally played this phase. So he was played, right? So 2. I think that works. And then we can dump and make the call to put him in there. I think that works like that. I think that's fine. Because it just reduced the cost to the next Avenger ally played this phase. And I'm playing them from the discard pile. Pay the printed cost of an ally in any player's discard pile. I think that works. Okay. So let us thwart one off of here. We will ready ourselves up, which readies up friction resistance. We don't have the resources to spend to get rid of this card, which stinks. So we will just exhaust ourselves to get rid of this one, which stops the reduction. And then what we will do is, okay, discard any number of chi counters from Power Man. He gets +2 attack for each chi counter discarded this way. So we're just going to discard one because he gets +1 attack. So it's 3 damage he's going to take. Or, I'm sorry, Klaw is going to take 3 damage. Then White Tiger is also going to do 3 damage. 2, 3. Okay, cool. Then we can use friction resistance and throw away strength in numbers to play hyper perception, which gets our thwart up a little bit higher. And I think that's it. Rapid response after an ally you control is defeated, discard this and put that ally back into play with 1 damage onto it. To keep our eye on that for sure. All right, let's ready up. And then we have US Agent. 2 is Goliath. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we have some big cards here. Actually, we might be able to get close to going for the win if we can survive. All right, so I think we're going to have White Tiger take this hit. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhaust each ally you control. Okay, that's rough. That's not what we needed. Actually, I don't know if that happens now. Well, no, because I guess we announced Defender, so exhaust each ally does everyone else. So it's 1, 2. 2 more damage does knock out White Tiger. Actually, I think there's more than that, but that's okay. All right, back card is, oh no, Defense Network. Place 1 additional threat there, so it's coming in with 3. All right, so each of our allies are exhausted, which is not what we wanted, to say the least. Let me just make a note that our thwart is +1 higher. This goes up to 4. Okay, so let us deal 1 damage to knock Klaw into next stage. So he comes in with tough, and he's going to come in with 22 life, which is so much life. All right. Let us do, I think we're going to put Goliath into play. Yeah, we're going to put Goliath into play using Quinjet. So we get to use all 4 of our counters. Quinjet goes away. Goliath comes into play. Now, let's... Let's use friction resistance and rapid response to play double time. Which lets us remove 2 + 2 counters from here, which is fine. Actually, hold on. Yeah, that's fine. Removes all of them. Goliath, I think what we're going to do is let him thwart 2 + 1 is 3. So 2, 3 off of here. We have US Agent and a blue double, but we can't get rid of anyone yet. Well, I guess we could just get rid of one, but we don't want to do that. We can ready ourselves up, which readies that up. And we can ping the 1 damage to knock the tough off, right? Unfortunately, Sonic Converter is going to have to knock someone out. It's probably going to be Hawkeye. Because I don't think we can take the hit right now. I guess we could put, after an ally gets defeated, we can put them back in. So we might do that. All right, let's ready up. 22 damage. I think we can do most of that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, there's some interesting cards in there. There's some interesting cards in there for sure. All right. So this goes up by 2. 1, 2. Klaw is going to attack. So I think if we let Power Man take this to the face, we can rapid response him back in, which is what we're probably going to have to do. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Holy cow. So he gets knocked out. Now, when he gets knocked out, after an ally you control is defeated, discard rapid response, put that ally into play from your discard pile and deal 1 damage to it. So 1 damage, and he should get, he enters play with 2 chi counters on him. All right, cool. Bad card is, oh no, the villain attacks you. All right, so we're going to have Hawkeye take this. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Hawkeye gets knocked out. So we didn't have to worry about anything else. So I think that's fine. And we kind of need to make room anyway for more people. Okay. So. Do we go for the win? I think we go for the win. I think we go nutso right now. So I want Scarlet Witch in the play. So I'm going to do Friction Resistance, Avengers Tower, and throw away US Agent, which puts her in for 3. I think we use a double to play Maximum Velocity. Okay. We now do 1, 3 damage. That brings him down to 19. Do you think we could do 22 damage in 1 turn? I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be real close. We are going to ready ourselves up, which readies up Friction Resistance. We are going to do another 3 damage. 3 damage. Okay. Then, Goliath. We are going to give Goliath +4 attack until the end of the phase. So, he has 1. He takes 5, 6. So he does 6 damage. Then, we can now have Power Man attack. We're going to give him +2 attack for each one. Oh, we're going to be so close. Because that's not going to be enough. Actually, no. Okay, before we have Power Man attack, we're going to let Scarlet Witch attack because this is going to tell us what we need to know. So Scarlet Witch. Oops, we put that on. That shouldn't be on there, I don't think. Scarlet Witch is going to swing for 1 plus. Oh, the big 3. That's 4 damage. So that brings him down to 6. Oh, he's going to be just shy. 2, 4, 6. Because what we can do is 4, 5. We're going to be 1 short. Shoot. So what we'll do is play it safe. And we'll thwart 2 off of here. Because if we get an advance, we lose. All right. Then we can ready everything up. So we have the win. All right. So Goliath is at the end of the phase. Discard Goliath. So he gets discarded. We have the win. We have something close to the win, I should say. Okay. So we are going to get an extra bad card. We do get make the call. So let's just put. Oh no, it doesn't let us put anyone in because everything's getting shuffled. Ugh. All right, maybe we don't have to win as much as I thought we did. Oh no, we do because Chi Man can do 5 damage. We can do 1. That's 6. Okay. Scarlet Witch can take this hit. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we have maximum velocity and double time. Okay, we definitely have the win as long as he doesn't like scheme out or anything. All right, so 1, 2. He's gonna attack. We're gonna let Scarlet take this. So it's gonna be 2, 3, 4, 5. Deal 1 damage to each hero. Actually, so hold on. So that's a lot of damage to Scarlet Witch. Now, what this card says, the Sonic Converter, is after Klaw attacks and damages a character, stun that character. I don't know if this counts of him stunning us. I'm going to say it does, but you have to let me know in the chat if that would count because he's technically damaging us. I mean, we can get around it, so I'm not too worried about it. But let me know if that counts or not. All right, back card is the villain attacks you. Are you kidding me right now? Okay. So we're defending 3. All right, so what we'll do is we'll defend, because we are defending 3 right now against his 3. So he does 3 damage, which is fine. We're already stunned, so it's not like he can do more stun to us. So that's fine. We're going to win regardless. Because we get to ready up from defending. This just gets cleared out, so that's fine. All right, so this goes away. Chi-Man is going to use both of his chi counters, and he's going to do 5 damage. 4, 5, which knocks Power Man out. Or not Chi-Man, Power Man. We are going to attack to clear a stun and ready up. So now we could do double time using like friction resistance and like Quinjet to do 2 damage plus 2 damage, right? We could do another 1 damage. We could also dump these 2 cards to play maximum velocity and do 3 damage instead, right? We could make the call to put in Scarlet Witch to do 1 damage. But yeah, so there's a few different options of what we have, but in the end, we won. We won. That's all that matters because you only have 1 left. We do double time. We do maximum velocity. It doesn't matter. We win. We could make the call Scarlet Witch in if we wanted to, which would also give us the win instead of doing something else. So that's it. That's the win. Oh, that feels good. That felt a little tight, a little scary, especially when you only have 1 left and you start swinging at the end. But yeah. That was fun. That was really, really good. I like this deck. I think Quicksilver, it works well with leadership where he needs like that extra protection because he can be a little squishy and a little soft. And I think that stuff can really mess him up. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. I'm pretty happy with how this game turned out. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Everyone that watched the premiere, I appreciate you all hanging out. So thank you. If you're watching this later, it's going to be Sundays at 10 a.m. Eastern time is when we do these premieres. So make sure to come hang out with us in the live chat. Really appreciate it. And yeah, we will be here next week. I hope you enjoyed this game. Take care, everyone.